Our first speaker after the break is Sadique Neelgund. Sadique Neelgund is the founder of Network FP, a leading online knowledge platform for personal finance professionals in India. Network FP, established in 2011 as a community of professionals, aims to help every Indian family achieve holistic financial well-being. Today, his speech title is Falling in Love with Purpose. Hello, Mr. Sadique. Can you please confirm to check your audio settings?
Yes. Hi, Devi. Is it all good?
Yes, you're very audible. Hello, Mr. Sadique.
Hello.
Welcome to the summit. Friends, with a huge round of virtual applause, please join me in welcoming Sadique Neelgund. Mr. Sadique, the screen is all yours.
Thank you so much, Devi. Thank you, Gurvinderji, and thank you, Toastmasters. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have been an average guy throughout my life. At home, at work, in my school, and in my college. But that has not stopped me from dreaming big. Dreaming big, much bigger than my capabilities. By big, I really do not mean making a dent in this universe as defined by Steve Jobs of Apple. It's just about expanding my capabilities and being the best version of myself and make a difference to maximum people in my lifetime through my work. My organization, Network FP, helps families achieve financial well-being through professionals. That is my purpose, which I accidentally discovered 15 years back. And I've been living it for the last 15 years and thoroughly enjoying it. Allow me to share this journey with all of you today of falling in love with purpose and being in love with purpose. Being in love with purpose is, according to me, the most exciting thing that can happen to in one's lifetime. And I've been fortunate, and I'd like to share my journey. In 2004, I happened to get an opportunity and was selected to do my internship, my MBA internship with world's leading bank. During my project, I was supposed to do generate sales and generate leads and sales and do some sales for some financial products, financial and investment products. It was only during the project, after I joined the project, during my internship, I discovered it was through cold calling. For over 2 months, I went door to door, office to office, banging door to door, meeting people. And in those 2 months, I didn't generate a single lead, not a single sale. This was a huge disappointment. It was a failure. I could not believe that this is happening with me. And then I started searching. Okay, I mean, the whole thing about this success and failure is success gives us confidence, whereas failure shatters our confidence. And I couldn't believe that this is happening with me. So once this episode happened in my life, I started searching for the right way of doing financial advisory and advising people on money and investments. I started searching the internet for what is the right way. With me, it was something to do with the process, something which I was not getting right. And that's when I stumbled upon the process called financial planning. Financial planning as a concept helps us to deliver advice based on needs and requirements of our clients. This is it. I thought this is it. I think I've discovered what really needs to be done to be a good financial advisor. I started searching more, and I was very clear that this is something I wanted to take up in my career and see if I could, kind of flirt with it and then engage with it and see if I could work on this for the rest of my life. So friends, purpose, according to me, is not really served for most of us on plate. It is accidentally found during pains. It is actually, sometimes it's also found by observing problems around us. And it's not really, frankly speaking, it really is, we do not discover purpose by doing some strategy and exercises. It happens, it just happens. When it happens, it just happens through observations and experiences. Sometimes it is accidental, and sometimes, we are forced into, our circumstances forced into the purpose. In India, there are two kinds of marriages: love marriage and arranged marriage. Both are successful, and in both the cases, we find divorces. Similar is the case with purpose. It can work or it may not work, but we need to make an attempt to try it. So that was about my accidental discovery of my purpose. Then in 2005, I was looking for a job. I was very sure that I'm going to be, I want to try this out and do something around this. In 2005, I started searching for a job. And I looked up to an online directory of financial advisors and planners. And I looked up for an online directory and wrote to 100 of financial planners, certified financial planners, seeking and showing interest and seeking a job opportunity. No one replied except one. And that one was a not-for-profit organization and institute which issued certification to financial planners. Interview happened. They offered me a job and I accepted. But joining a not-for-profit after MBA, my family and friends really could not understand this. How can we be joining a not-for-profit after doing MBA? You should be doing marketing, you should be doing business, you should be doing sales, working in corporation, big brands and all that stuff. But I took it, although none of my family and friends really understood it. But I took the offer with the not-for-profit organization. And I must say that has been the best decision of my career, of joining a not-for-profit. It really didn't matter to me what was the organization, what was the job. What mattered to me was I was getting an opportunity to explore my purpose, the thing which I wanted to really do. And this organization gave me that opportunity. And I must say, after joining the organization, I met a lot of people. I made a lot of connects in the industry and got a very good exposure to financial planning. So friends, purpose again, and it goes back to my core thing of purpose. Purpose really helps us to take risks, go beyond our comfort zone and go beyond the society norms. It helps us prepare to take challenges, and it helps us to really help us do what we want to do. And another thing, I think purpose also helps us to reach out to people. If we have a clarity of purpose, it really helps us to reach out to people for help. I wrote to those 100 people, and one person who really mattered replied. That was it. The universe conspires when we have a purpose. Once I started doing the work, after 4 years of work at this not-for-profit, I keenly wanted to do some real financial advisory with families. I started looking out for a job again. The best opportunity which came by me, which served my purpose, pursuing of my purpose, gave me an offer with a 50% salary cut. That was my next salary was supposed to be 50% less than last round salary. Once again, not a real good career move, but I took it up. That's because I desperately wanted to do something and move my career forward in this profession. And I must say once again that decision of taking a salary cut and joining this organization was another turning point of my career. I got to do real financial planning, meet families, understand their aspirations, understand human behavior around money management, prepare a process around doing financial plans, and I also developed my own application to do financial plans in less time. That was a short stint of 2 years with 50% pay cut. But if I had not taken that decision of taking this offer with a salary cut, I wouldn't have got the foundations right to set up the organization which I set up today. Once again, purpose helps us to really take, helps us to go through those short-term pains and lay down the foundations for long-term gains. I really believe that whenever we get an opportunity, we should look at a long-term perspective rather than the short-term perspective. When anything helps us, if any opportunity helps us to pursue our purpose and profession, go grab it. That's what I've come to believe after that episode in my life. Now, after 2 years in that particular organization, now it was time for me to do something on my own. Preeti, my wife, and I, who is also the co-founder of Network FP, my organization, we decided to start together. Preeti, my wife, has also been a great sounding board and the greatest cheerleader of my life. She was fed up with her job, and I wanted to start off my own. And we started. Now, when we started, we really didn't have a clue what to do. But we wanted to do something in this. But before we jumped in, we said, okay, let's enjoy. Okay, so we went backpacking for 3 months across India, right from Kerala in south to Kashmir in the north. And that, my friends, was the best phase, the personal phase of our best phase of our personal life, I must say. We didn't have any plan. We went with almost always one-way tickets, and also with really no plans around how we are going to build a business after we come back. But we went. So after once we lived our backpacking dreams, we got down to business. We started. We didn't know what we really didn't know how this will work out. But the only thing which I was very sure about is we will be able to do something good with our life. Not worry. I also remember telling my wife, in case this doesn't work out, we'll go back to our hometown and do farming. That was the statement which I used to often tell my wife, Preeti. So we got into business and we started. We started our business with 50,000 rupees. That's around $700 only, out of a small 200 square feet home where a lot of neighbors' kids used to play around us when we were working. But those 3 years were real fun. Although it was challenging, but it was fun, of which we, during the initial phases of our life. In fact, entrepreneurs, I think the best phase of entrepreneurs' life is during the startup. After that, life and work catches up. This episode of my life taught me that the purpose really builds confidence in us, confidence in the future. It tells us, don't worry, something good will happen. Since you have the right intention, you'll be able to do something good with your life. That clarity and deepness of purpose is important. I also believe that purpose keeps you alive and in the game, no matter how uncertain is the future and how difficult is the game. So we went through this 3 to 5 years of journey. And then during this time, okay, we also started meeting a lot of financial advisors, senior people in the industry, and told them what we were planning to do in the business. We wanted to help the fraternity members, the professionals, connect with each other and learn from each other so that they can serve their clients better. That was the idea. Nobody understood this. I mean, okay, this sounds good, but where's the business? Nobody really understood what we were up to. But one thing, my friends, one thing which came across all the meetings which we did with all the senior people is they said, Sadique, if you need any help, let us know. This, I really couldn't believe this, what's happening with my life. And my learning from this is when you have a right intention, a deep purpose to make some meaningful difference to people's life, no matter what people will, no matter how much they understand about you, if they see the intent, they will help you. They'll come forward to support you. In fact, this support which I've gathered from the industry, from my fraternity, is the most surprising element of being an entrepreneur for me. Today, Network FP is mostly run by volunteers and task force members, with a very good support from internal team. And this, I believe, is because purpose attracts people. Purpose really attracts people. People want to be associated with good purpose, with good intent, and with good cause. And then you start receiving help from known and unknown quarters. This, again, when people came into the organization, they start getting attached to the organization. Another strange thing happened, and that is they started demanding more from us. They started encouraging more from us, encouraging us and to do more and more. And our purpose expanded. When we started, our lifetime purpose was to have 500 members. Lifetime purpose was to have just 500 members and do some workshop and conferences. Today, I'm glad to say that we have over 1,000 members across 100 plus cities. And this has happened because our people forced us and encouraged us through this 10 years of journey. So people get attracted to purpose, and people also expand purpose. And I believe this cycle will go on till the lifetime of our organization. This has been happening for the last 10 years now, since we started on our own. In 2020, something happened which we all know, COVID-19, okay? And it has affected most of us personally and professionally. 50% of our revenues came from sponsorships from physical events. We used to host India's largest conference for financial advisors over 3 days, around 2,000 people attending physically. In 2020, we are once again clueless about our future. We had invested in 2019, we had invested in our dream office and had taken on board many new team members in anticipation of growth. And here we were, uncertainty and fixed costs staring at us, glaring. And then once again in 2020, in the second quarter of 2020, my team quickly put together, conceptualized and put together India's largest virtual conference. And that conference was attended by over 2,000 people live. Sponsors didn't come by. Sponsors didn't come by citing Zoom fatigue. But our people, the members, came seeing relevance. This, friends, taught me that when you have a strong purpose, you're able to adapt to changes really very fast. When your core remains intact, no matter how much the environment changes, we are able to adapt. This is happening externally, okay? There are challenges which remains in our industry with the regulations changes, the industry changes, consumer awareness, but we are pushing forward our purpose. We know that our purpose is much larger than all the challenges which are around us. And at a very personal level, I'm also evolving, learning. I have a lot of I still am, though it's a leadership summit, I really don't think that I'm all that great a leader still, and I lack skills. The major skills which I lack are time management skills, communication skills, team building skills, and I'm learning. I'm making an attempt to learn, to improvise. I read books, I attend trainings. I've even started working with a coach just to improvise. And that's because my purpose and the vision which has been derived out of that purpose is forcing me to do that. So purpose really, I think, helps us to be the best version of ourselves because we continually keep improving. Now this COVID-19 has passed, not really passed by, but we are confident that we'll face it come what may. In the last 10 years of starting up, we have grown 10x, and we have set a goal to grow 10x in the next 10 years by 2030. And we have a goal of growing 1000x in the lifetime. And I believe each and every individual can grow 1000x from the start of his career. That's my belief system. Now, I personally had never dreamt of this goal. This is too big for me. I mean, I was just an average guy, right? But once my friend told me, one of my senior friend in the industry told me, Sadique, dream big. Dreams have a funny way of coming true. And I must say they do. And when dreams have a very strong purpose, which is impacting lives, it makes it so much more exciting and fun. I don't mind waking up till 3 a.m. in the morning for my work. I don't mind replying to each and every email and message which I get. I don't mind facing all the changes and challenges around us. Bring it on, let it be, whatever. Because I believe my purpose is much bigger than all the pains and frustrations which we go through. So that's my, the 10-year journey and the 10-year vision. Now, coming finally to, at the end of this talk, this purpose of financial well-being and financial advisor has been helping me and my family immensely too. Because of a professional, I think we have a sense at my family, Preeti, me and my son Kabir, we have a sense of financial well-being and financial freedom. We have been able to achieve all our goals in the past, and we are confident of achieving all our financial goals in the future. We really don't have to worry about money. Not that we have a lot of money, no, if somebody is mistaking it for that. No, we don't have a lot of money, but we are confident of living a good life. And we have lived a good life, and we are confident of living a good life in future. We have bought a house, we are debt free, we go on vacations, my son is getting good education. What else? And all this is happening, I believe, because we have been mindful of money management right from the start, because we have a professional who stands by us during the ups and downs in our journey, because he's guiding us day in and day out on what to be doing and how to be achieving financial well-being and financial freedom. Now we are comfortable with our money, and we are confident about it. I left my job. We both left our job. We went backpacking. I mean, who really leaves a job and spends? Okay, everybody was laughing at us, but we were able to do that because we had saved and because we had invested. That's the kind of comfort and confidence which money management gives us. Now, if my family and me can do this, I believe every single family in India and in world can achieve financial well-being and financial freedom. And that's the mission which really excites me now. If I can do it, can we help? Can I help every single family? And I don't know how many families we'll be able to impact, but the mission is to try and impact millions of families till my lifetime, till I'm alive. That's what really is my purpose, vision, and dream now. I really now live, we are living this dream with this purpose. My late father, a man of few words, said once, Sadique, doing business the right way is the best form of social service. It was deep. It was deep. It was really deep. I never understood it during my childhood. It's only when I started off, I started realizing and absorbing this statement. Business, doing business in the right way is actually social service. We don't have to be doing social service in the sense which society tells us to do. It's just that do things the right way and you're doing a good work for this society and the world. Finally, I'd like to end this with saying that I'm proud to be an average guy with average skills, with average intelligence and a middle class background. But having discovered my purpose accidentally, I've been able to live a great life with great purpose and have a vision which has the potential to impact millions of lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Sadique. I just loved it when you said purpose is not served on a plate, but is accidentally found through observation or experience. And the 3 steps for a purposeful life, well, you explained it briefly. Expand your capabilities, perform to the best of that expanded set of capabilities, and create a difference in the lives of others. Purpose is what drives you, keeps you alive, and makes you more adaptive. And to Mr. Sadique, you really have a noble purpose. So let's have a huge round of applause for him.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sadique. Please accept this honor and of appreciation and gratitude from District 105.